What's up, it's EJ Spark, and today we'll be talking about this Young Thug Punk album. Punk is the follow-up to Young Thug's So Much Fun album. You know, he promoted this by smashing a $320,000 Rolls Royce, and when you have that kind of money, go off, king. This is gonna be a little bit more of an unconventional reaction from me. I did listen to this whole album, except for 4 songs. I wanted to get my reaction on video for you, and those 4 songs are Stressed with J. Cole, Livin It Up with Posty and ASAP, Bubbly with Travis and Drake, and Day Before with Mac Miller. The reason I left those 4 songs out was because I wanted to get my reaction on video and react to them for you. Nonetheless, Young Thug did say in an interview a while ago that this album would be more lighthearted and introspective, and we did get just that from Young Thug, especially on songs like Die Slow, Fifth Day Dead, and Hate the Game, which were some of my favorite cuts off of this album. They were more introspective and a bit more profound than what we normally hear from Thugger. They're more solemnly produced cuts, you know, rather than the modern typical trap beat, which we also did get some of those on songs like Scoliosis, Road Rage, and Icy Hot, so he's still catering to that core fan base. Now, I did think the production on this album was very good, some of the best production I have ever heard Young Thug go on. And there's a lot of beats on this project that are refreshing, with some great guitar and piano loops that are really pleasant to the ears, like in songs Yeah Yeah Yeah, Peepin Out the Window, and Die Slow. I absolutely love the production on Die Slow. Now, I do have to say, when Young Thug played TikTok at Rolling Loud, I was like, dope, this might actually be a punk album, kind of like going full MGK on this. And I know MGK and Young Thug are good friends, so I'm actually confused why MGK wasn't on this project, but now I get it listening to it now, because it is still very much so a trap hip-hop album. But I did think, because of the song TikTok, previewing TikTok, playing it live, that this song would be very, very punk influenced, but it really wasn't at all. And the song TikTok wasn't even on this album, so I'm not sure what happened to that cut. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments below. You know, honestly, I do feel a little duped that TikTok wasn't on the album. I liked the live performance of it, and I really did think there would be more real punk rock cuts on this album. I think Young Thug would sound really, really good on punk rock instrumentals. And that's what I expected from this album, but, you know, got something pretty much completely different. It's like, you know, you ask for a PS5 for Christmas, you get the present, you unwrap the present, it's a PlayStation 5 box, and you open the PlayStation 5 box and it's a Sega Genesis. But Thug does say the meaning of this album, Punk, is brave, not self-centered, conscious, very, very neglected, very misunderstood, very patient, very authentic, and that he said this album would reflect real rap. Now, I do think this album is authentic, raw, real in Young Thug's, you know, realist form. Is it real rap, or does it reflect real rap? I don't know. Only time will tell with that one. I think we'll have to let age figure that one out, but it is Thug in his rawest form, which I absolutely love to see. So let's react to the 4 songs I mentioned earlier: Stressed, Living It Up, Bubbly, and Day Before. Let's start off with Stressed with J. Cole and T-Shyne. See, I love guitar loops like this.
Got me stressed.
I do feel like we have been getting a little more like chill and vibey Young Thug on this album. I really love to see that. Love the instrumentals like this with that kind of guitar loop, you know.
I'ma make 100,000 racks off of this shit. Do the math, 100 million for the slowest in the class.
Did not see this drop coming from J. Cole. I love that J. Cole's on this track. I think that beat switch is amazing. I love how that dropped like that. It's not like a complete beat switch where it's 2 completely different songs. Like, you still have the fundamental bass of the earlier guitar loop and everything in that. It just dropped really hard. And I'm loving this right now from J. Cole.
I got a wife, I got a baby to feed, I got a mama to spoil, I got a brother, got a few legal fees.
I love how he says, nowadays $1 million barely worth my time. Damn. But he does have mama to spoil, brother, legal fees, baby to feed, got a wife, medical bills. I mean, dude's got bills piling up, I can only imagine.
This shit is sickness, nobody listen when you in prison. Used to ride on the train, I used to ride on the bus. They wanna hang with the gang, but no, they not one of us.
I honestly really enjoyed that verse from T-Shyne. Like, his melodies Very catchy. I enjoyed it a lot. It was chill. It was catchy. I don't know how like the T-Shyne Cole chemistry goes. Like Cole went so hard and T-Shyne was so like melodic and relaxed, but overall I enjoyed that song. I think once again the production's really good. I think the whole production on this overall album really solid. I think it might be the best production I've heard from Thug so far. Let's go to Livin It Up with Post Malone and ASAP Rocky.
Just living it up, been too damn long without a sip of my cup. Saying once too many, 100 isn't enough. They see we going down, nice.
Is it just me or like does everything that come out of Post Malone's mouth is just like super catchy and you just automatically want to sing along?
Girl, okay, which one? The leg, she want fasten up her seatbelt when we ride. Bought the girl a 2-story penthouse and Big Apple like a pie, and she wanna die.
Beautiful verse from Young Thug. Great execution on that. Honestly, this is a beautiful song. Love this beat. This is my favorite song that I've heard on the album so far. Like overall, beat's refreshing. Post Malone is refreshing to the ears. That verse was refreshing. I can't wait to hear what ASAP Rocky has got going on.
I'm on my own. Woo. Get high with me with levitate. Out of day. Oh, snap.
Love when ASAP Rocky sings. I actually think he's got a great tone of voice.
Tired, do a spin out in my fresh tired red stones. I'm a vampire in my petrified.
Damn, that song's amazing. I think that song, honestly, that song's probably going to be underrated and underplayed because of the beat. It's not like your typical club beat, you know, going out, shit like that. But this song's really good. All around, lyrics, storytelling, ASAP Rocky, Post Malone absolutely kill their features. They fit perfectly. The chemistry between the three artists are amazing. This song is going to be on repeat over and over and over again for me. All right, let's try Bubbly with Drake and Travis Scott.
My career about to blast like Bubbly. I'm not waiting for her to say she love me. Stay in your feelings, you never my boy. I can come to the hood, I pull a decoy.
Two completely different tracks from Livin It Up and this. I mean, you could just tell by the features what kind of songs they would be, right? Like Drake and Travis Scott. You're going to get this club, chemistry, trap, beat, whatever. And then Post Malone, ASAP Rocky, like chill, smoke sesh song. Love the contrast right here.
Back at these walls, I'm full of that drink. Air came through with a little entertainment. If I love you, I drop you a pin to a time and a place.
Love Travis's flow here.
I ain't begging when I tell a bitch, please. My young boy 2T. Why I just hit my account never.
I said in one of my last videos that huge dramatic beat switches like this, where it's literally two different songs, I would rather just keep separate. Like this second half or this third verse with Drake, I feel like it could be its own song with Young Thug, right? Like once again, it is modern day hip hop, new school completely, but it's its own song. It could completely be its own song. Not a bad verse from Drake. Once again, it's a verse that I feel like I've heard a million times before, but still a banger. Not a bad song. I definitely enjoyed Livin It Up way more. Let's finish it off with Day Before with Mac Miller. Very interested to hear this one because I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if it's just like the mood I'm in right now, if it's just more my preference, like totally gonna be biased, but I like this already, like this type of instrumental better, like this calm, it's more composed, melodic, like introspective, something different. You know, that's a little more outside the box, something more chill. Maybe that's just the vibe I'm feeling right now. Maybe I will like the bangers at different points, but right now, like Livin It Up, and I can already tell this Day Before beat, it's gonna slap for me. I'm gonna feel it heavy.
Cause I ain't feelings for this girl that daddy on the wrestlers. Don't get me wrong, cause it ain't nothing but they money, nigga. Swimming in the linen like deeper, yeah. All I ever needed was a alibi.
I feel like Young Thug's flow on this album is crazy. I'm loving his delivery and flow throughout this whole album. Honestly, it might be the best flow I've ever heard from Young Thug. Like, honestly, just the rhythm of everything, the way he's hitting the notes on beat, upbeats, downbeats, everything like that. I'm really enjoying Young Thug's flow on this album.
Everything 100, I'll never leave 50. Yeah, did my own halftime. If I was simple, 100 for the whip in the parking lot. Everything cut and turn shit into a barbershop. Yeah.
Damn, great song. Another great cut off this album. I really like this vibe the most, you know, rather than the trap beats, I should say. I think they're absolutely killing it with these kinds of beats. These songs are definitely going to be on repeat for me. Honestly, this whole album is. So I guess, you know, my overall thoughts on this album, it's really good. It's great, honestly. Like, this is probably my favorite Young Thug album I've heard so far. I'm going to let it age, gonna let it marinate like everything else, but I just think, like, the production, the way the whole album flows together, the lyrics, like I was saying, the storytelling, it is a lot more raw and introspective Young Thug than we've heard before. And I feel like a decent amount of these songs are like that real rap feeling that Young Thug was talking about in that interview. I think his storytelling on this is better than ever, and I really dig a lot of the songs on this record. And I feel like a lot of people will say that this album should be up for, you know, rap album of the year. I think it could possibly go up against the heavy hitters like Donda, CLB, and Call Me If You Get Lost. I think the features were all great. I think the Juice WRLD feature was great. I thought Future and Gunna was great. I thought Strick was great. You know, just up and down the whole track list, you have really good production of all different kinds, and that's what I like it. It's not one of those albums where every single song sounds exactly the same. Can't stand those types of albums. If you just play through every song and I can't tell you the name of every song just because every song sounds the same, I think that's a problem. Whereas this, production was different on every song. Every song had its own place, and I feel like, you know, there's something for everybody on this album, which is really important, and I give it mad respect. But what did you think of Punk by Young Thug? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all so much for coming by. If you liked the video, hit a like and subscribe to the channel if you love talking music just as much as I do. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter at EJSpark1, and as always, you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.